I would say either this guy had a really crappy mechanic or he tried doing DIY and it just wasn't working out for him. That's my official verdict for what it's worth. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video with a guy and his projects. You may notice that the bay is empty today, but only for a minute. I have to drag it in. Today is a good day. Today is exciting for me. I have been working on the beginning of this day for 14 months. Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm not a patient guy, so that's saying something. So 14 months ago, last February, I bought a pickup truck at auction. It's nothing special. You guys probably won't be excited about it, but I get excited about it because I do. So I bought a 2004 Ford F-150 5.4 liter, and it had a blown engine. The auction house doesn't say it had a blown engine, and I was kind of crossing my fingers it'd be easy, and it has a blown engine. So I've been saving up for 14 months for this engine. Finally ordered it yesterday, so today we're gonna drag that truck in the shop and we're gonna start disassembling it so that when the new engine shows up next week, we can just hopefully start plugging her in. So I got the weekend this weekend to get it torn apart. Engine will show up. I want to put it together, drive it for a little bit, and then send the old engine back to them and get my core money back. So pretty excited. So this will probably be a multi-part video series on replacing the engine on essentially a 2004 to 2008 F-150. The process will be similar all the way through 2000, whenever they put in the 3.5 EcoBoost, I think 2010-ish. And it'll probably be the same for the Expeditions, or similar, all the way through 2014. So, and it's probably similar to all the previous F-150s too. It's not a complicated setup. It shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna find that out though together. But step one is dragging the truck in here, which I don't have a forklift, I don't have any of that, but I do got a Jeep, I do got a winch, and I do got a couple winching points on the garage floor, if you'll remember when we put those in. I'm gonna do this. It's kind of been a mix between snow and rain for the last couple days. More of the same today. It was raining when I got up. I just moved all the other cars out of the way, and it's not raining right now, so we're gonna try and drag this in, and yeah, we're gonna get this going. Remember guys, I am just a guy. I have a job, a regular job where I work like 60 hours a week. I'm not a specialist in this. I'm not a specialist in this field. I'm just a guy doing my thing. Follow me for what it's worth at your own risk. I'm not showing you how to do it. I'm showing you how I do it. So keep that in mind, and let's go drag this sucker in. This is what me and the kids refer to as the brown Jeep. We're gonna use this because it's got the winch. Fire her up, get her warming. All right. Tons of videos on the channel about this Jeep. And we're gonna go over here to this guy. I already threw a little shackle on it. This is the one we're bringing in. I'm pretty stoked. Ready to have it running. This one we're just waiting on a titles for. Got the whole transmission replaced, suspension, control arms, all that. It's just stereo, just waiting on a title. Rims and tires. Uh-oh, my mice repellent been melting. Throw it over there. This needs a good cleaning, but it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a real good truck. Considering everything considerable, it's in pretty good condition. This is just popped off so I can get to the neutral switch, which I need to do again right now. Which reminds me, I should probably throw a chalk over here. I did leave them out here from the last little runaway car incident. Almost runaway car incident. Slap these behind the rear tires. Oh, dirt's soft enough, it shouldn't roll anywhere, but you know. Tires almost flat, but I have not touched these in a year, so that's not bad. Because it's not flat, but we'll fill that up in the garage. Oh. So now, yeah, somebody's already put in nice stereo, all the sniffer smell gooders and all that stuff. I'm gonna pull all this up. I'm gonna find, it's been over a year, I don't remember. Oh, I think it was right here. I think it was just this tab down. can't hold you guys at the same time. I think it's just this tab down. Yes, it was. And we are in neutral. Let off the brake. We did not just back into the neighbor's fence, so again, today's a good day so far. We're gonna leave this guy here and go hook up the Jeep. Park the 6.0 on plywood. No, that's not oil, that's paint. Just for oil drips, and it actually hasn't been dripping, so either we are out of oil or it fixed itself. It's anybody's guess, really. Alright. Get in here. That little light of mine. Upgraded this stereo recently. So we're gonna do this in a couple stages, because I don't have a very long winch on here because it broke when I was helping somebody out of the snow. So we're gonna go to right about there. We'll drag the truck this far and then we will go back. E-brake up. Oh yeah. We're gonna need that guy. All right, for down here, we're gonna go to free spool. Whoop. Oh, that hurts. One of these days I'm gonna get rid of this hook situation. Oh, not bad. And we're gonna hook her in like so. Flip her back in, I guess. Hit the power button. Oh, don't be dead. There it is. We're gonna drag her in. All right, we're gonna jump in here, grab our key, and turn it to accessory. There's no battery, but this will let us do something. Okay, we're gonna back this out. So we're gonna put the e-brake doesn't work on this. I already figured that out when I put down the trailer a year ago. I'm gonna put this in park and let the winch out so we can unhook it. We're gonna relocate the Jeep again. All right, this will be stage 2. We'll get her around the side of the garage. Try to start getting her lined up so we can pull her back into the garage. Alright, we got her in the garage. I got some rope pulled out. Now we're going to take this over here. Oh, we're going to try to rig this guy up. A lifesaver putting this in here. Whoop. Don't forget. So, oh, and I got it backwards. Okay, it'll probably fix itself. Yep. So I'll end up something just like so. Please tell me we have enough. We're not even close to having enough. This happened to me last time too. I need to get one of those anchor points over here real bad. Oh. Okay. 10 more feet. Come on. Oh. 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 Almost. So close. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, she's hooked. For those of you that say, why don't you just push it in the garage? Jeremy, you could. So by myself, it's really hard to get over this hump with a 5,000-pound vehicle. So, okay, should be good as long as the Jeep doesn't slide. It's the only problem on this floor is chocks don't really hold it, but we can try it. has slid before, and the floor is so smooth that not a lot I can do. It's a chalk slide too. I don't know what you can see, but hopefully you can see. Let me know if that hits anything. Saw that, but that's what I mean by the Jeep slide. Oh, come on, now she overheated. No, that's just water from the winch. We're good. The Jeep starts sliding once you hit that hump because it's trying to pull the suspension down while rolling it over. So either one, I can hook it to the axle, or two, I can drag the Jeep out there. I'll probably drag the Jeep out there so that there's more winch line out of the winch, and I don't have to pull as much out later. That, I'll back the Jeep out, and we'll come back. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to hook to the axle and just get over this little humpy hump. Which is fine. Done it before. It'll work. Just so happens I even have a little strap here. Oh. All that's doing is keeping me from putting downward pressure on the suspension while pulling it over the hump. Okay, let's see if this works. Alright, it's gonna work. I just gotta hold the brake on the Jeep. I don't know if you just caught wind of what happened. The common thing of forgetting what you're doing, and we're still in park. I bet you she goes like butter now. Alright, almost the hardest part's over, and that's just getting it in the garage by yourself. Not that it's hard, it just takes a minute. A little finagling. Alright, so first thing I want to do is, since I bought this, I haven't really had it up on the lift because I just dropped it in the dirt when I got home. Some things that I know is there's a little rust here at the front fenders. That's pretty typical on these Fords. That's fixable. I'm not too concerned about that. The other typical spot is right here. This is typical. Oops. This is super typical to be rusty, and these are actually pretty good. So I'm actually really curious what it looks like underneath. Remember, I bought this sight unseen at the auction, and because me being me, when I picked it up at the auction, I didn't really look at it. So now I'm finally looking at it, and we're gonna see what we're up against. So on the other side, they got these plastic covers so you can't really see under it. I can kind of see it looks like some rust in there too. Not too concerned. And back here, the other typical problem spot is actually nice and solid, so not too worried about that. Whatever you just saw, don't worry about. But yeah, we're gonna pick this up on the lift and see what she actually looks like underneath. I'll bring you along when we get down there. All right, we got her in the air. We're gonna go take a peek. Let's start from the back. Well, I already noticed something. I'll show you this because it's funny. So I was looking at these front tires. Both side tires are the same. These inside tread blocks are pretty much toast, with the rest of the tire being almost brand new, which means somebody blew through a pair of tires. Typically what that means is there's something else amiss, and I found it. So they put brand new tie rods on. Okay, key heads up, that's not the problem. Put brand new upper control arms on, not the problem. They put brand new lower control arms on and ball joints. Kind of the problem, because you get over here to these the camber bolts, the alignment bolts, and there's an air gap. They did not get this tightened. Furthermore, if you go to the back side, The backside's not tightened either, and it looks like it's been shaken around quite a bit. It's the exact same story on the other tire. I find that entertaining. Remember, I am a strong supporter of DIY and playing with your own cars, but be careful, okay? There's a lot of YouTubers like me that don't know what they're doing, that are telling you guys how we did it, and if you just follow them verbatim, you might mess up your car or some tires. And these are the AT3W Falcon Wild Peaks. Those are expensive. But anyway, let's look at the car. So before I put this on the ground, I'm gonna go ahead and remove 1% battery. Hold on. All right, before I'm so rudely interrupted by a dead battery, I'm gonna go ahead and take this splash shield off, take this little skid plate off, because they're gonna be in the way later. And I'm down here and I wanna get started on this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get started on it. So I'm gonna remove this splash shield, remove the skid plate. Oh, and that might be about all I remove for right now until I know what I'm up against later. I'm probably gonna pull the drain plug and drain the oil just so that it's not sloshing around on me later. I usually have an issue with the transmissions, not the engines doing that, but I just try to drain the oil anyway. So, but overall, front side does not look bad. There's a couple things we're gonna have to work on. So the automatic hub, the vacuum hub, this plastic thing's broken. We'll order one of those because we're gonna want four-wheel drive up here in South Dakota. But that's small potatoes. Probably do that after the engine's in and I know she runs. We're gonna end up pulling these exhaust manifold bolts. We're gonna end up taking the bell housing apart, of course. All this can stay, I hope. Turning around. Looks like somebody took a muffler out. That's my guess. But that's easy. I can put one back in, no problem. Maybe it sounds good without it. We'll find out. That's after the engine's in. Everything's after the engine's in. But this is the first peek I've taken down here. So it looks like there's definitely been a leak around the tranny. Maybe it's a rear main, maybe it's an oil pan. Either way, we're going to get the seals replaced while it's apart, and we'll do a transmission service again after we know it runs. Coming down here, we got the one long ass drive shaft, whatever, big deal. No rust really. There's surface rust, but that's to be expected around here. Missing bump stop, not a big deal. That one's there. No spare tire. Shocks, these are some cheapy ass shocks. We'll probably replace those after we know she runs. Definitely have a pinion seal leak. Holy cow, pinion seal leak. We'll get that taken care of too after we know she runs. And yeah, there's a little bit of surface rust everywhere, but nothing exciting at all. So this is good news, really good news. Overall, not bad. Needs a new trailer plug, no biggie. All this stuff is small potatoes, man. There is some flaking of the stuff right here, but that's still in good shape. We just need to grind or clean and repaint. Nothing big, nothing too big of a deal. Over here, if we look at the rocker panels, there is some surface rust on the rocker panels, but I can almost brush it off. So again, it just needs to be washed and continue moving on. Oh, over here, somebody did something. It looks like somebody put a hook in here and tried to pull on something. Don't know why you would do that or when, but that's all bent out, but I'm not concerned about it. Body mounts actually look like they're in decent shape from what I can see. You guys can see better than me up there. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty stoked. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those skid plates, drain the oil just for the heck of it. Then we're gonna put her down and take a peek at the top side and see how pulling this engine looks. So I'm excited. We're gonna get started. So as mentioned, I'm gonna pull this drain plug just for fun. And so this has been sitting for over a year. And this oil, oh man, is very, very fluid. Hold on. All right, so this oil seems really, really, really watery. So we're about to see a little something here. Hopefully it's just oil. Either way, I'm gonna be replacing the radiator and stuff too, but let's see what she looks like coming out, huh? Okay, that looks better than I expected. It seems really, really fluid for being, one, it's only like 30 degrees. I expected some coolant is what I expected. Nothing exciting. So I did take that skid plate off, and this cross member's pretty crusty right here, pretty much where the moisture's been trapped. I doubt I can buy a new one unless it's the same size as the newer truck still, but I'm gonna look into that because If not, I'll just try and plate it and fix it. But front diff definitely has a leak as well. We can address that easy peasy, nothing to it. So overall, I'm sticking with this truck looks pretty dang good. Somebody replaced the inner tie rods and get this boot back on. That's pretty typical. Same with that side. Seems to happen quite frequently on the cars I buy. I would say either this guy had a really crappy mechanic or he tried doing DIY and it just wasn't working out for him. That's my official verdict for what it's worth. Alright, so looking in the engine bay, it doesn't look like we need to remove the hood. However, I'm going to remove it anyway because one, light is very nice. Two, camera for you guys. It's just going to open things up, but you don't have to. If you do, what I've learned after the engines I've replaced is I just grab a paint marker and just trace where this bracket goes, and then I trace where the washer sits on the hood as well. What that's going to do is allow you to line it up way faster when it goes back together. The first couple of these I've done, I didn't do that, just figured it'd be easy enough to line it up. It sucks to line it up. So yeah, just paint marker around the washers and around the bracket, and it makes it way easier. This has the hood struts here, so I'm going to pop these off on the truck side, leave the hood side hooked up, probably end up having to pull them both off, but for now we're going to try that. Currently, because I am by myself, I have my floor jack handle supporting the hood. That's only going to work partially, and it might break the grill. If it breaks the grill, in my mind, the grill is so dry rotted anyway, we're going to replace it regardless, so irregardless. So if that breaks, we'll replace it, not concerned. Just going to pop this off here. You just pull that clip out, and then this is ready to pop up when you have a second hand, which I don't. I mean, I do. It's just, you know, not usable at the moment for the purpose of pulling these off. We're gonna just pop that one off as well. And then I want to hang you guys up somewhere and try and do this without dying, without breaking anything, rather. So then we're gonna pop this one off. Should be prepared, like I said. This, you know what? I am gonna pop both sides off. There's no need to keep them on, and then they won't be flailing around while I'm trying to put this on somewhere too. Pull this one off, same way. Important to note, the hood is now being fully supported by the jack handle. Put this where it's going to fall down and we'll lose it later. Let's go ahead and pull this side off first, just for fun. Also important to note, these are bolts, not studs. I like the studs better, but oh well. Because when it's studs, your hood's not going to fall. Because right now it's probably going to fall into the windshield, which will make that fall, which will make this whole thing fall, which will break a headlight. And this could go bad is what I'm saying. I'm just choosing currently to be okay with that risk. Okay, so that's down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thread these back into place so that I have them during reassembly. Now this side's going to get more sketchy. And that fell to who knows where. Important to note, we're about to balance everything, and it's very likely to go bad. Don't move a muscle. It's going to fall down. I'll go find that other bolt here in a minute. I'm going to go get my wife because I can't quite reach comfortably. I figured I would be able to, but I'll be right back.
The whole hood comes up.
It will now, yeah. This is going to fall. It's fine, just let it fall. No. Just pick it up. There we go. Let's see if we can turn it up. Yeah. Perfect. And just bring it over this way. It's actually very light.
Yeah.
And we're going to go over here, around it. This guy. Alrighty, that is as far as we go on this video today. We have things ready to rip the engine apart. That'll be the next video most likely. This video's just kind of reached that point where we're kind of long-winded and I put people to sleep, I believe. So we're ending the video now. Remember, I've got things linked in Amazon down below. Amazon has a special promotion for affiliates right now where if we hit a certain amount of dollar value for shipped revenue, that we get bonuses actually. You guys have helped me make it the last 2 months in a row, just barely. But we've made it. It's extra helpful. I appreciate it. Oh, it ends in June, so it's been awesome, guys. I've also got Zelle and PayPal links below if you'd like to donate directly to the channel and the projects that I do. Those help keep me going. Other things that help keep me going that are very low effort from you guys is thumbs ups on the videos and comments down below. Those help fuel me to keep posting these videos. It is a lot of work to film as I go, and I don't always feel like doing it. So keep tuned. Guys, there's a ton of videos on the channel now. I think we gotta be close to 300 videos on the channel. Tons of playlists. Keep watching, stay tuned, keep active, and yeah, if you guys stick around and keep watching my videos, I will do my best to keep posting them. I appreciate all of you. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later. Adios.